First of all, thank you so much for this honor. The thing that got me started was I was reading the letters to the editor one day on September 8th, and there were many letters about Israel. And there was one that I really questioned. It was written by a professor from San Francisco who stated that Israel started the 1967 war, and then he proceeded to talk about the horrors of the occupation. So I didn't know. I asked my husband, I said, did Israel really start the 1967 war? I started to try to educate myself. The first book I read was Michael Oren's 6 Days of War, and that helped. And to this day, I'm still reading and reading. But after a little while, I felt comfortable writing my own letters to the editors. So I did. But I realized, the newspapers wouldn't print me so often. I maybe get a letter in, but you'd have to wait a month till they would consider publishing you again. So I went to the Israel Action Committees at my synagogue and another synagogue in Redwood City. And I asked the leaders of the Israel Action Committees if there was anybody on their email list who'd be interested in writing letters with me. And that evening, I had 20 people join me. And today I have quite a few more who are either listening in with me or writing letters themselves. And so we look to help combat the delegitimization of Israel. I looked up to my father. He was a Jewish day school principal in Winnipeg, Manitoba. He was dedicated to passing down our Jewish heritage. He loved the history, the holidays, the literature, the music, and the humor of our people. And he loved Israel, whose rebirth he'd witnessed. In 1967, after Israel survived the Six-Day War, he gave me an album of Israeli songs. And I didn't understand the significance then, but I loved the song Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, Jerusalem of Gold, and I played it over and over and over again. I hope that I can inspire the next generation of young Jews to appreciate what a miracle it is that our people have sovereignty in our ancient homeland after 2,000 years of living around the world as minority populations, always at the mercy of the whims of whoever was ruling over us at the moment. Israel's the only country in the world where Hebrew is spoken, that follows the rhythm of the Jewish calendar, that celebrates the Jewish holidays in the streets of every city. The story of the state of Israel inspires me. I'm in awe of the men and women who came to join the Jewish communities who'd always been there, who'd never left Israel. Those who raised money, bought and settled the land, started kibbutzim, rescued the remnants of our people who survived the Holocaust and brought them to Israel. Those who revived the Hebrew language, started an air force, fought in Israel's wars, built her cities, became farmers, doctors, nurses, lawyers, scientists, social workers, scholars, and teachers. I believe that our children have been taught to desire peace and coexistence. I hope that one day the children of Israel's neighbors will come to accept the one Jewish majority state the size of New Jersey among the 56 Muslim majority countries of the Middle East. I hope that the Jewish people can live in peace in our land and truly be a light unto other nations.